Today, we turn to the skies, Germany's conquerors of the skies, Luftwaffe aces of World War II. In the air war over Europe, no group of pilots achieved aerial victory tallies like those of the Luftwaffe. Erich Hartmann claimed 352 confirmed kills, the highest in aviation history. Gerhard Barkhorn followed with 301, Gunther Rall with 275. Over 100 German pilots exceeded 100 victories, a feat unmatched by any Allied air force. These numbers were possible because of the Eastern Front's relentless scale, endless missions without rotation, massive Soviet formations providing constant targets, and the Messerschmitt Bf 109's early dominance in skilled hands. Pilots flew thousands of sorties, Hartmann alone over 1,400, facing chaos where opportunities for kills multiplied, but these records came in service to a regime of aggression and genocide. The skill was extraordinary, the cause was not. We explore the facts, the men, and the context without glorification. If you're ready to understand one of history's most lethal air campaigns, stay with us. Subscribe, hit the bell, and let's begin. Germany's conquerors of the skies, the Luftwaffe aces.
Erich Alfred Bubi Hartmann, born April 19, 1922, in Weissach, Germany, became the most successful fighter ace in aviation history during World War II. Nicknamed Bubi for his youthful appearance and feared by Soviet pilots as the Black Devil, he joined the Luftwaffe in 1940, trained on gliders from a young age, and flew over 1,404 combat missions, mostly in the Messerschmitt Bf 109 with Jagdgeschwader 52 on the Eastern Front, claiming 352 confirmed aerial victories, 345 Soviet and 7 American, across 825 dogfights. Never shot down by enemy fire despite 14 force landings, he mastered close-range boom and zoom tactics, earning the Knight's Cross with oak leaves, swords, and diamonds. His final victory came on May 8, 1945, hours before surrender, handed to the Soviets. He endured over 10 years in gulags before release in 1955, later advising West Germany's Bundeswehr Luftwaffe until his death from a heart attack on September 20, 1993, at age 71. These include classic portraits, cockpit, plane shots, victory-marked Bf 109, and his Knight's Cross, ideal for a powerful bio video. If you need it adjusted, shorter, more dramatic, or for another ace, Gerhard Barkhorn, born March 20, 1919, in Königsberg, East Prussia, became the second highest scoring fighter ace in history with 301 confirmed aerial victories, all on the Eastern Front against Soviet forces. Joining the Luftwaffe in 1937 and completing training in 1939, he flew his first combat missions in 1940 during the Battle of France and Britain without initial success. His tally began climbing rapidly from July 1941 with Jagdgeschwader 52, primarily in the Messerschmitt Bf 109, and later FW 190D-9, across 1,104 combat sorties. Known for his calm, methodical style, chivalry, once sparing a damaged Soviet pilot, and endurance, shot down 9 times, bailed out once, and wounded severely, Barkhorn earned the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross with oak leaves and swords for 250 victories in 1944, and was the first German to reach 1,000 missions. Severe injuries in May 1944 kept him from overtaking Erich Hartmann. Surrendering to the Western Allies in May 1945 and released that year, he later joined the post-war West German Bundeswehr Luftwaffe, rising to lieutenant general before retiring in 1975. Tragically, on January 6, 1983, he and his wife Christel died in a car crash near Cologne. He passed 2 days later at age 63. Gunther Rall, born March 10, 1918, in Gaggenau, Germany, ranks as the third highest scoring fighter ace in aviation history with 275 confirmed aerial victories, 272 on the Eastern Front, mostly Soviet aircraft, and 3 in the West, achieved over 621 combat missions in the Messerschmitt Bf 109 with Jagdgeschwader 52 and later units. Joining the Luftwaffe in 1936 and qualifying as a fighter pilot in 1938, he scored his first victory in 1940, survived being shot down 8 times, endured severe wounds, including a broken back in 1941 and a lost thumb in 1944, and earned the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross with oak leaves and swords for his tactical skill and endurance in brutal campaigns like Barbarossa, Kursk, and the defense of the Reich. Captured by Americans in May 1945 and released post-war, he co-founded West Germany's Bundeswehr Luftwaffe in 1956, trained on jets in the US, rose to Inspector of the Air Force, 1970 to 1974, and NATO Military Representative, 1974 to 1975, before retiring as General Lieutenant in 1975 amid controversy. Rahl lived until October 4, 2009, passing at age 91 after a heart attack, one of the last surviving great aces. Otto Bruno Kittel, born February 21, 1917, in Kronsdorf, Sudetenland, now Czech Republic, emerged as one of the Luftwaffe's most successful fighter aces of World War II, claiming 267 confirmed aerial victories, including at least 94 Ilyushin in Illinois, 2 Sturmovik ground attack aircraft, over 583 combat missions on the Eastern Front. Joining the Luftwaffe in 1939 and posted to Jagdgeschwader 54, Green Hearts, in spring 1941, he initially flew the Messerschmitt Bf 109 before transitioning to the Focke-Wulf Fw 190, achieving slow early successes until 1942 when his tally exploded amid intense operations supporting Army Group North. Nicknamed Bruno for his calm, modest demeanor as a quiet country boy who loved flying rather than publicity, he earned the Knight's Cross of the Iron Cross on October 29, 1943, for 120 victories, oak leaves in 1944 for 220, and swords shortly after for 250, making him one of the most decorated pilots. Kittel was the highest-scoring German ace killed in action, shot down and killed on February 14 or 16, 1945, his 583rd mission, near Zugsta, Latvia, at age 27, likely by return fire from an Illinois 2 Sturmovik he was attacking. Walter Noe Nautny, born December 7, 1920, in Gmund, Lower Austria, was a prolific Luftwaffe fighter ace of World War II, credited with 258 aerial victories, 255 on the Eastern Front and 3 in the West, over 442 combat missions ***. Joining the Luftwaffe in October 1939 at age 18, he completed fighter training in 1941 and was posted to Jagdgeschwader 54, Grunhers, on the Eastern Front, where he flew the Messerschmitt Bf 109 and especially the Focke-Wulf Fw 190, becoming the first pilot in history to reach 250 victories in October 1943, earning the Knight's Cross with oak leaves, swords, and diamonds for his aggressive, high-scoring style in intense battles. Nicknamed Noe, he later commanded Commando Nautny, the world's first operational jet fighter unit equipped with the revolutionary Messerschmitt Me-262, scoring his final 3 kills, including bombers, with the jet in late 1944. Tragically killed at age 23 on November 8, 1944, near Ypres, Bramsch, Germany, when his Me-262 crashed after combat with USAF P-51 Mustangs, possibly due to battle damage, engine failure, or landing issues. Nautny's death marked the effective end of his experimental jet group. Ng. Rocket,